What's going on, everybody? Welcome to TLP Sports Club. The show you are watching is TLP Live. I am your host. I go by the name of Harry B. The B means billion. Today, I want to talk about Shedeur's haters, or are they? We're going to talk about that and what's going on around the idea of Coach Prime's offsprings who are currently in the NFL. We're going to talk about that and more right after these messages. Please do me a favor and smash that subscribe button. Make sure to give me the thumbs up. And don't forget to hit that bell notification so that you can get the videos as soon as I upload it to YouTube. All right, family, I got to go ahead and get into this video real quick. So that's all the business I got. You know what time it is. Let's work. So it was a great weekend. Started off on Friday. It was a great weekend. A lot of us were smiling. We were happy. We were joyful. We were bountiful. We were, you know what I'm saying? It was a wonderful, wonderful weekend. But not everybody was happy, though. And I'm going to talk about that. Here's the thing. What we talk about here, especially when we're talking about Shedeur, a lot of people think we're just gaslighting. They think that we're just here to just pump up somebody that is not warranted or deserving of the praise. So they have this idea of, oh, we're just talking. But I don't think so. It's not that we're just talking. It's warranted. And it's incumbent upon you to understand what it is we're talking about and why it's warranted. Because I don't even know the percentage of people that don't like the fact that we talk so much about one person. Now, I'm going to share this graphics with you. Let's start the show with this. Scoop Brooklyn, what up with you? Hope all is well. Let's start with this graphic and we'll start the show. There's something that I want to ask you, but we gotta wait till more people come in. But I can start the show with this. Just I got so much to talk about. It's a lot. We have a whole lot to talk about today, and we only have an hour to do it. I absolutely have to be gone by 12 o'clock. Not even playing. 12 o'clock, I got to be gone. But let's start the show with this. I did it again. All right. Okay, here we go. All right, so this is the graphic I just saw when I was getting ready for the show. Valerie Ellis, what's up with you? Hope all is well. Happy Monday, everybody. If you're at work, you should be grateful that you have work. Love it or hate it, doesn't matter. There's a lot of people out here that don't have work. They're still looking. If you're retired, praise God that you made it that far. You've lived that long to be able to retire. If you're looking for work, keep praying. Push. Pray until something happens. And for everybody else, you're just lazy. If you don't have work, you're not looking for work, you ain't retired. What the heck is going on? Anyway, let's go. All right. What in the world is going on? If you don't work, you don't eat. Even the Bible says that. What are we talking about? Anyways, the way the media covers these guys will make you think Shedeur was the number one pick and Cam Ward was a fifth rounder. All right. So let's talk about it real quick because at the end of the day, the way I look at it is this. This is how I answer this question. Number one, let me just tell y'all, since some of y'all are just coming, I usually don't wear graphic t-shirts. I usually wear all black. I decided to wear this shirt today because this is the viral shirt that I made. All right. Yes, I make t-shirts, or I made t-shirts. I'm not printing right now, but I made t-shirts. So if you're watching this video and you have one of these, please let me know. Whether you're watching live or you're watching in the after live, let me know. Say, Harry B, I got one. Because I sent this to almost every state, every city. All right. So let me know if you have one of these shirts. And this is, obviously you should know what this is. It says he took a knee for us, so let's stand for him. All right. And it says hashtag fans for Cap. All right. And then behind the knee, it says thank you. And if you are one of those people who didn't like the whole knee process, I understand you don't care anyway. But the reason why I wanted to wear this shirt today, football season is about to start. I just wanted to say salute to somebody who took a stand. Taking a stand is not something that's easy to do because you're risking a lot. Oftentimes we ask our heroes, or we ask the people that have these big platforms, we ask them to fight for us, or at least stand for us, fight some of our battles, help us, because our voices are not that loud as theirs are. So we ask them to stand in the gap for us, to help us to fight some of our battles. And then when they do, we sometimes don't understand it in the time that is happening. And then some of us fight against it. But then in history, we realize what they were doing. And then we're able to give them their praise. The same thing happened with Martin Luther King when he was doing the civil rights movement. The same thing happened with him. There were people that were against him. Boys, go sit your little butt down. We don't need all of this. But then those same people in history, when time tells that later on they realized what he was doing and how much he was able to accomplish, and he was able to, and then they came around. So there are going to be people while you are doing this thing in real time that do not understand what you stand for or what you're taking a knee for. So they're going to fight against it. Remember now, the knee was fighting police brutality. All right, police brutality. So if you are somebody who fights against police brutality, you want to send a message or anything like that, you understand what Colin Kaepernick was kneeling for. So I made this shirt in support of that time. This is one of the reasons why I didn't watch the NFL for so long, because I threw myself in the midst of that, and I was like 1,000% all the way in protesting. I was out there. So if you have one of these shirts, let me know. I forget the rapper name. Dang, what is the rapper's name? The rapper that's the rapper that was with the Black Lives Matter movement. He has one of these shirts. All right, but a lot of people have these shirts. I sent them out all over the place. And so if you got one of these shirts, let me know. If I send it to you, let me know. I'm putting a face to it. I'm one of the guys that gave it to you. So a lot of these people have these shirts. So I say salute to all of those who fight or who stand up for something, right? If you stand up for anything, it's never an easy thing to do when you stand up for something, because when you're standing up for something, you're actually going against something else, right? That's what it means. When you stand up for something, you have to go against something or someone that is in the public's eye so that you can try to get some type of result. So for all of you guys who are the freedom fighters, guys who stand up for other people, even if it's not popular, we want to say salute to you. And that's why I'm wearing this shirt today. I just wanted to say salute to Colin Kaepernick. He didn't lose it all because he got money. You feel me? He has employment, but he did lose his NFL career. So when you put it all on the line like that, that's, you got to say salute to that guy. All right, Love Moves, what up? What up with you? John Doe says, what are you crying about today? I'm crying about everybody that stands up for something. So if you're just consuming, and you don't give back or you don't stand for something, then it is what it is. That's your choice. But I just wanted to salute everybody that does something, that stands up for something. I wanted to salute you this morning. All right. All right, so let me ask you a question. Let's go, because I don't have a lot of time. It's 11:12 already in New York. Let's go. So I'm going to ask you this question for those of you who can type and who can write in there. By a raise of hand, how many of y'all like Brussels sprouts? All right. How many of y'all like Brussels sprouts? Raise your hand if you like Brussels sprouts. Second question, how many of y'all like chitlins? Chitlins, okay? I think it's guts. You clean out the guts, you whip it up. It still has the stench on it. But if you add enough vinegar and pepper and whatever else, you can stand to eat it. How many of y'all like chitlins? Brussels sprouts, chitlins. All right, raise your hand. Another question. How many of you like pig feet? Pig feet. Raise your hand if you like pig feet. Say, I like pig feet. How many of you like chicken feet? Raise your hand. How many of you, Antonio Brown say, yuck. And Tanya, sorry. How many of you like chicken feet? How many of y'all like chicken feet? Raise your hand. All right, Brussels sprouts. All right. So the reason why I'm asking those questions is because if you do not like those things, it's rare that you consume those things, right? It's very rare that if you don't like something, you really don't consume it. So I wanted to say that Shedeur doesn't really have haters. Shedeur has a lot of supporters who really want him to win, but they don't know how to express it. I'm going somewhere today because we come here and we have conversations. We give information. We say, hey, this is that. This is how many yards this person has. This is how many touchdowns they have. This is how many awards that this person has. And we do that for several players. All right, so Valerie Ellis is thumbs down for Brussels sprouts and the other options. Thumbs up. So a lot of people that come in there and then they get the information, and sometimes it's hard for them to understand why I said that we support Shedeur. But the thing is, this is sports, and I want y'all to understand this. This is sports. This is sports, and when I keep saying this is sports, it's because somebody's got to lose, somebody's got to win, and then there's stats. So when we give the information, we're giving it for several people. We can give it for Kim. We can give it for Travis, for Jimmy Horn. We can give it for Dylan Edwards. We can give it for whomever we choose to give that information for. Here's the thing, though. When we give Shedeur's information, it stands the test of time. It stands up to many players that have come either before him and many players that are going to come after him. So the question that I have for y'all is, why does the goalpost move when it comes for Shedeur? It's an easy answer. It's really an easy answer. I'm trying to tell you, like, I've come to really accept it. It's really an easy answer. It's the door that you hate. It's not. You hate the idea. That's where we are. I haven't even said y'all can come on the show, man. Let me go ahead and let y'all know that you can come on this show right there on your screen. Okay, let me take this up. Let me remove this other thing. There we go. All right, so right there on your screen, it says join TLP live at gmail.com. Join TLP live at gmail.com. That is the email. You email me, I send you a link. You come onto the show. Bada boom, bada bang. I want to thank those of y'all who sent the Cash App. My Cash App is right there, $ TLP Sports Club. I want to thank those of you who sent the Cash App to help me to pay for the YouTube live. All right. I want to say thank you. God bless you. Join TLP Live at gmail.com. Join TLP Live at gmail.com. That is the email. You can call in and you can join the show. So let's get back to this whole thing here. People don't really hate Shedeur. They just hate the idea. Because it's like, there have been people like Deion Sanders before, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Dwayne Wade, LeBron James. There have been athletes that people really, took sides on. But if you were to really ask those people, somebody who considers themselves not a supporter, if you were really to ask those people, why do you hate this person so much? I don't know that they can give you an answer as to why they hate the person. They couldn't, because they keep checking for the person. The person wins more. It seems as if the more the person do, the more fans they get. And then the people that do not support them or also hate them, aka haters, right? Those people grow as well. But how is that? How's that possible? Because a lot of us don't know this person personally, right? Even Shedeur. He doesn't know Grossi personally. But Grossi has put himself in a position as a reporter, or an analyst. I'm not even sure if he's a reporter, but somebody who analyzes the game. He's a commentator. He's put himself in a position to speak not so favorably about Shedeur. And at the end of Friday's game, Shedeur approached him and was like, "Yo, you don't say anything nice about me. What did I do to you? What exactly did I do to you?" They had a short little conversation. Shedeur was playful with it, trying to respect the OG. But yeah, I want to know, let's talk about this today. What exactly does a player have to do to you for you to hate him? For me, unless somebody does something that irritates me, I will hate him. Like for example, when this was going on, because I'm a fighter, because I'm one of those people that when I see wrong being done, my spirit rises up and I want to fight. I want to help out, right? So then when somebody goes against what I'm trying to fight for, I then develop this hate for this person, even though hate is not a good thing. I develop a dislike for this person. But for me to actively decide if this person has done nothing to me, for me to actively decide to hate this person, I cannot find it in myself that I've done that before, or will I ever do it? It's just one of those things where if I don't prefer them, I just don't prefer them. But I don't go out there and campaign like a lot of people campaign. I don't do no campaigns. I don't write no messages or nothing like that. When somebody says, "Oh, yo, my guy, he went in, and he did his thing," I don't go back there. I was like, "Oh, your guy is no good, right? The only reason why I would tell you that Dillon Gabriel is trash is because this is sports talk and I'm trying to keep up with the jousting. But do I really hate Dillon Gabriel? No. I don't hate Dillon Gabriel. Not at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to catch me on no social platform. You ain't going to catch me nowhere. Like, when somebody says something about Dillon Gabriel, I'll be like, "Oh, no." The only time I would do it is right here, right over here when we're jousting, going back and forth, and I'll say, "Son is trash." But I don't hate him. I'm just sports is jousting. That's it. But it's only because it's going against Shedeur. But if I was like, if I saw Dylan Gabriel doing something against somebody else, would I go out there out of my way to say Dylan Gabriel is no good, don't touch him? No. Some of y'all are not even doing what I'm doing. You're not even sports jousting. You're not comparing him to nobody else. Y'all just freely say, oh, because your group, a bunch of y'all like him, I'm not going to like him. And for some odd reason, you don't find that to be weird? Like, where does that come from? I would like to know where that comes from. Because I'll tell you this, Shedeur has a lot of supporters. After the game, LeBron James tweeted. Who else tweeted? I think Jamie Foxx made a video. Who else? The baby was out there, I believe, at the game supporting. He was in one of those boxes supporting. I mean, the celebrities are you can't count them. It's so many celebrities that support this young man. And this is what happened to the haters. The haters are morphing. The haters are morphing. They're not even using a goalpost no more. They got AI now. They got a new thing. They're morphing into this weirdom. It's getting weirder. Because, okay, so y'all don't like, I have to face a lot of hate because I'm one of the supporters of Shedeur. So I get a lot of the communication, right? Whether it's on the shorts that are doing crazy numbers, right? And whether it's on the videos that don't do that much crazy numbers, but they do respectfully do their numbers, right? But I get to talk to almost everyone. The supporters, the non-supporters, the haters, and like everybody. I get to talk to a lot of people. The comments are a lot. And I'm starting to see that the haters are morphing. Because when they have nothing to talk about, they make it up. They make stuff up. They're starting to make stuff up. Because I'm like, wait a minute. Why is it that you don't come with that same energy when everything that you said was going to happen does not happen? Why is it that you don't have that same energy? And they're not around no more. They don't come around the same way. But they're changing. They're changing. They're morphing into something else. And I'm like, wow, it's serious business. It is serious business. They're coming up with new stuff. With the whole Coach Prime situation, when Coach Prime started to win, like everybody was against them. And then when they beat TCU, everybody went silent. But now, Shedeur's haters are now, they're not going silent. They're just morphing. They're lying. Now they're changing. It's like, wait. Y'all supposed to just be quiet. Y'all ain't supposed to change into something new and then come with new data that nobody cares about or nobody knows about. Y'all not supposed to do that. I'm like, wait a minute. Y'all are growing. It's like the scammers. Y'all remember back in the day, you can see a scam a mile away? I got to be up out of here in like 30 minutes. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember when y'all can tell what a scammer was? I mean, they were like real unsophisticated. It was very simple to tell who they were. Nowadays, bruh, oh my goodness. I'm going to tell you how crazy it is. Some credit card company took me to court or whatever. I didn't even know the joint was real. I thought it was a scam. I'm like, there's no way this is real. I found out the hard way. I thought that joint was a scam. It wasn't a scam. They're doing a new thing. But man, the scammers are getting so sophisticated that the stuff that used to be that you would think that no, there's no way, right? Like they're actually they're still scamming, but it's like, oh my gosh, it's more sophisticated. Yo, the haters are the new scammers. They're morphing. They're changing. Oh my goodness. It's getting scary out here. Some of y'all, if y'all are like not in the comments, if you're not into other like chat rooms or whatever they call it nowadays, under the comments or in the chat, like now the young people call it a chat, whatever. Right? But now like the haters, they're morphing, they're changing into new things, and like they're disguising themselves as supporters. They know how to like change their colors like they're chameleons. But you know what's crazy? Is this thing where if you're savvy enough, you can actually get the information and follow them online. They don't know that. A lot of them don't know that. I'm not going to say all of them don't know that, but some of them know that. But if you're savvy enough, you can follow them on the internet. Like if they comment on something that has nothing to do with your video, you can actually ascertain that information. And you can see, you can like have a list of haters or people that you just, you've pegged. And you can like see what the internet, how they're acting on the internet. You can see all of that information. And boy, I'm looking at some of them. I'm like, oh, wait, what? You? No way. Say word. Yo, the haters are morphing. They're changing into lovers. They're changing into neutrality. They're going back and forth. Haters just should be haters. So now I can't tell who the hater is and who a hater's not. Because one day they could be a hater, the next day they're a supporter. And I'm like, wait a minute. What happened to you? What's up, y'all? Love moves. What up? How y'all doing? TMZ is lying on 12. So Just Saying says, so what about Shedeur being behind as the reason why they didn't want to give him reps and basically only preparing him to watch Dylan Gabriel? I don't know, man. That's a mystery that we haven't solved yet. Selma, what up with you? Jennifer Walls, what up with you? Hope all is well. King P, what up? We already know you really want this on the show. Truth hurts. So obviously it's Monday. We don't know. Y'all got to tell me what y'all are seeing out there at the practices. I got 30 minutes to get up out of here. Y'all got to see. I just came on here to let y'all know that I just wanted to talk to the haters today because things are changing online. It's not the same anymore. The same hate that Coach Prime and his crew got when they came to Colorado, is it because it's the NFL? Is the NFL hate different from like college hate? Because the college hate was real. It was, boy, it got nasty at times. I mean, when I say got nasty, it got real nasty. Maybe this is what's, let me propose something else. Maybe this is what's happening. Maybe the haters have evolved because they've already gone through this. Maybe it's a gradual movement. They went with us from high school to college to now the NFL. So kind of like maybe they're getting softer and softer because at the end of the day, they've seen this show before. They know what we know. This is not new to them. But amongst the haters are trolls. So we're going to have to separate the haters from the trolls. There are the professional haters, there's the fan haters, and then there are like, there's other types. You got trolls in between all of those. Trolls meaning like people who don't care either way. They have their home team. They come online because they're bored. Their job sucks. They don't like their job, right? And this is entertainment for them. Trolling is a business. So they have professional trolls as well. They know how to get under your skin. So you gotta be able to spot that. A lot of y'all. Let me talk to the aunties and the machete aunties and Bible taught aunties and uncles. Let me tell y'all. Let me help some of y'all out. If you are communicating with somebody online and you say something that's factual and you don't get a football response, it's more than likely you're dealing with a troll, not a hater. A troll is different. It's a different form of a hater. Their main job is to get you off kilter, to rev you up so that you can, get your blood pressure up. All right. So a lot of y'all keep don't mess with the trolls. You would know somebody who is interested in football talk because when they respond to you, they'll give you facts. And if you give back another fact, they'll continue to, to engage. And then eventually your two are going to get to a place where somebody's going to be like, all right, you know what? Maybe you're right, but we'll have to see. Something like that. That's a real football person who just is not a fan. They don't care either way. They could be a hater or whatever, but they're at least interested in what you have to say. A troll is not that. A troll's main job is to get under your skin and make you react or get out of character. That's it. There's a lot of trolls. Sometimes the haters troll just to get under your skin. So that's why I say they're morphing. They morph. All right. So you got to be very careful because you may have had a good weekend. you may have had a good weekend. And let's say you went out with the family, you all had a good time. Maybe you saw a cousin that you hadn't seen in a long time. Maybe you reconnected with a parent or a good friend, right? You was having a flack with your dad for a minute, or your mom, or somebody, your guardian or somebody, and you reconnected, and it's a good vibe. You come in on Monday, you're whistling. Right, whistle while you work, right? So you're happy, you're in good vibes, and then you go on the internet just to see what's going on, and somebody says Shedeur sucks. Oh my gosh, that is the biggest red flags for the aunties. Okay, a lot of the aunties, some men. I'm not trying to be sexist, but I'm just trying to tell you how men and women react to information. The aunties stay with the machete; they be ready to slice. Okay, they don't want to hear Shedeur sucks. Not at all. If you say anything about Shedeur sucks, they stay on go. I'm just trying to let y'all know, aunties, do not respond to anything that says Shedeur sucks. That is more than likely a troll trying to get under your skin. Don't engage. Disengage. If you've already started, disengage. Because all they're doing is they're just putting out feeders to see who's stupid enough to take the bait. Don't take the bait. Okay? They know Shedeur don't suck. They know that. Because Shedeur had one of the best weekends of all the young quarterbacks that were drafted, even including the number 1 draft pick. Shedeur had one of the best weekends. So and then Shedeur was trending. Shedeur was the number 1 trend in the world. Trending almost all weekend. And now if you wake up and don't see, if you're scrolling and every other stroll, and you are a sports fan, by the way, I'm not saying if your timeline is all about African mukbangs and you just love that egusi soup and that's all you see, then obviously you're not going to see that. But I'm saying if you are a sports fan, either every other one or every one of them should say something about Shedeur. Is that heavy? And all the shows are going to lead with it. All of the podcasts are going to lead with it. Again, unless you're watching Pop the Balloon, right? You want to see how belligerent people can get. Unless that's the type of stuff you consume, you're not going to see it because the algorithm feeds you what you're watching. All right. So, and I hope you're not watching that other stuff. I'm watching you. I know I can tell what you're commenting on. If you comment on anything, I don't care where it's at, in what corner of the internet, I can find you. It's that easy. If you're savvy enough, you can find the person. But yeah, if anybody starts with Shedeur sucks, let me give you an example of how it goes. Here's a person. This is a skit. They're scrolling. All right, man. You know what? All these fools, man, they like Shedeur. Shedeur. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired of. I'm got Shedeur fatigue. Oh, he scored 2 touchdowns. Anyway, Shedeur sucks. Let me see. Who's gonna get it? Oh, it's an auntie. I got one. Ooh, I got one. Shedeur don't suck. He don't. Oh my gosh. It's the live one. Yes. Yeah. What do I say? You don't have a brain. You're stupid. You don't know good quarterbacks. Deions sucks. He only have 8 toes. He's about to die. He has cancer. You think it ain't gonna come back? All of y'all suck. Send. And boy, if you were to read that, you will lose your mind. Okay? Like I'm telling you, these people that wake up and all they want to do is troll you. Okay? They know sports, they watch sports, they troll you for a few minutes, and then they just forget about the fact that they've been trolling you, and they just go right back to their life, either delivering packages for Amazon or delivering packages for FedEx or whoever they're working for. They don't care. Don't fall for the trap, bro. All right? Some of y'all be falling for it, and I see it. I'm telling you, the reason why I'm only talking about this is because I see it. It's all over the internet. All right, whether it's on Twitter, Instagram, or wherever you go, it's all there. You're gonna fall for it because if you're emotional, you're gonna fall for it, right? And then I see y'all typing your best, and that's how you feed these people. And the way that you keep them alive is you keep feeding them. Stop feeding them. The trolls grow when you feed them. They're like babies, kids. They don't die. They multiply. That's it. If you feed them, they grow. Do not feed the trolls. I can't say this enough. I have to stress this. Never feed the trolls. Let me tell you how to kill a troll. This is going to be good. Let me give you information on how to kill a troll. If you agree with them, oh, yo, you can rip the heart out of a troll if you agree with them. And don't elaborate. You know you're not really agreeing with them for the sake. You're just agreeing with them for your energy. You're trying to preserve and save your energy. So agree with a troll. Oh, that's the worst. That is the worst for a troll. Shedeur sucks. Dang. You know what? The way he's been playing lately, I don't even know if he's going to make the Browns. You might be right. Send. They'd be like, oh, shoot. Well, what the heck? Dang. They thinking to themselves, how do I come back from that? I can't come back from this. I can't get jiggy with this. This is not good. I need you to give me your energy. I need your energy. Give me energy so I can grow. Don't kill me. And you ain't even gotta agree with him. Here's something that's even worse. You know what I'm about to say. Don't respond. Oh, now you got the dagger, and now you want to twist it. Oh, don't even respond to the trolls. Oh, but there's nothing that kills a troll more than not responding. Now, I'm not saying because you don't respond, they're not going to keep trolling you. They're going to troll you regardless. But they're dying. They're dying slowly. If you don't react or respond, like no emojis, no nothing, no thumbs up, no thumbs down, no nothing. Keep them on red. You can kill a troll faster if you keep them on red. Okay? They'll be looking around like, well, dang, if they ain't gonna react, then I'm just gonna go back to my lunch. Because, like I told you, most of these guys are truck drivers. They're bored, you know what I'm saying? Like, or they're accountants and lawyers who are just trying to just pass the time, and they're gonna just troll a bunch of y'all. All these Shedeur lovers. Let me go find a Shedeur lover real quick. Let me troll them. Shedeur sucks. That's the best one. Shedeur sucks. That's the fastest way to get an auntie or uncle. The machete go ching. What you said, Negro? Say something else. I gotta stop laughing. I gotta stop laughing when I do this. Like a samurai. The drink comes out. Oh my God. Ty Smith, Dallas is in the building. What up, Ty Smith? Oh man, I want to do another show where we break down what transpired on the weekend. Go through all the stats, and I'll probably have to do that on a night show or something like that, so that we can break down all the stats and how all the Louis boys did. Are they going to make their teams? We get 2 more games, guys. We got 2 more games. And the Louis boys are doing okay. So, real quick, I'll just give you a quick rundown. Jimmy Horn didn't do too bad. Jimmy Horn is the 4th. He's, I believe he's like, not 4th string, but he's like, what, 7th on the wide receivers list. So, he's really fighting to get on that team. I know we know LeJontay Wester at Baltimore, you know, he ran back for a touchdown. There's no way to be like get into the fans' favorite by like there's no better way. You run for a touchdown, that big moment is the fans are going to remember that. And if the team messes around and try to cut you, they're going to ask questions like, "Hey, where's LeJontay? That guy was good for us, right?" I was hoping that the same thing was going to happen with Jimmy Horn and some of the other boys. Shiloh had a good moment where, you know, he had some big hits. And for those of you who are not watching the shorts, like I'm trying my best to keep up. If I'm not doing a video or a live, I'm really posting and then I'm doing shorts. So for those of you who are watching the shorts, salute to you. But I'm trying to make sure that I'm doing as much as I can by feeding either the shorts form or the post, right? Because I cannot jump in the studio because I got other things going on. I can't always jump in the studio, but if I can just take like 5 minutes to just post a short or make a post, I'll do that. You don't say Shedeur sucks 3 times and you just playing and I'm about to get mad. You see how that goes? I'm telling you. I'm telling you, do not fall for the trolls. Love moves. I'm telling you, man. Don't fall for it, okay? Don't fall for the trolls. Because that's the whole thing, is to get you off kilter. It's to ruin your day. Try to say as much things to try to get you off your game, to think differently. And then as soon as you fall for the trap, they got you. And then from there on out, there's nothing you can say or do to convince them. You're not trying to convince a troll. A hater who's interested, because there's not really haters. There are disenfranchised like supporters. All right. So there's gonna be those disenfranchised Deion supporters who are like HBCU guys or something like that. Like, oh, he left the HBCU, so now they don't really. Oh man, they wish everything. They wish he loses more toes. You know what I'm saying? So like they don't care. So they're disenfranchised, right? They feel like something Deion did them wrong, but they're still supporting. So now they have morphed into something different. Those are not necessarily haters. Those supporters are just that. They're supporters, but they're supporting in a whole nother kind of way. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got to be very careful with those. Some of those are like they're interested in stats and they'll have a conversation with you. You're also not trying to convince them either, but somehow, some way, the information is good for them because they need the information. That's the one thing. The trolls, the haters, the disenfranchised people, everybody needs information to be able to do what they're doing. So that's why channels like mine, we'll survive regardless. Because if it's not the lovers who are clicking on the videos, the haters need it more than the lovers do. The lovers have multiple ways to get it. Right? The haters, they're in every corner consuming every single video to try to find an angle. I hope y'all understand that. All right? The lovers, like the people who are the supporters, you guys will see 1 or 2 videos, and that's enough for y'all. That'll suffice. You move on and you go by your day. The haters and the non-supporters, they need different angles. So they'll hear what you got to say. If it's positive, fine. If it's negative over here, they'll listen to it. And then they start forming their rebuttals or whatever it is. So we get a lot of people who, I mean, don't get me wrong. I would say a lot of the supporters who are really like day to day, minute by minute, those supporters, they want to hear as many different angles because some of them go on platforms and they talk on different platforms. So they need as many different angles to be able to form their opinions as well. So they might listen to me. They might listen to B. Watts. They might listen to Buffton Prime. And then they'll go to the bigger guys, the Cowherd and all these other people. Then once they get the local stuff like us, then they'll go to the different platforms, and then they'll start like, at that point now they got enough information to be able to form an opinion, and then they either go to different platforms that they support to have a conversation. Those are the supporters. The haters do the same thing, but they go a step further. They go into the weeds. All right? Define it. Like, I'll give you an example. I posted something today, and I was like, because I'm confused, right? Because as soon as Shedeur was done, the first thing we told y'all we was going to hear, the very first thing, it's only a preseason game. That's it. We knew that. We preempted that. We already knew that was coming. So we said that last week. We said, watch out. As soon as something good happens, right? As soon as Shedeur does well, because it could have been flipped as well. They were waiting. Trust me what I'm telling you. They were waiting. I said the same thing back then. I said, just watch. They're just waiting. They're just waiting for Prime to mess up. We won 3 games in a row. Oh, man, we were on a high. Man, you couldn't tell us nothing. We were partying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like in the what's the name? The Color Purple. We were in the juke joint. We were dancing to all the different, nice songs, and we were on high. And then the downward skid started happening. And who showed back up? Y'all remember? Y'all remember? The haters, they came back. They got quiet. But then all of a sudden, they came back. They were getting life. It was, what's happening? And then it was 2 and 3. And then our eyes started to get wider. And even the supporters started to flip. I kid you not. The good thing about there's good and bad things about having a YouTube channel. One of the good things is seeing people who support you flip. People, because I stay consistent. I told you, I do God's work. All right? That's it. I only react to God, nobody else. I am not fanning out for nobody. I like Shedeur, I like the Primes, but if they do anything wrong, I'm going to say something. Once I took that position and I started telling people, no, I don't like that. Man, I was cool and calm and collected when things started to go bad. You should see people that were diehard. They started to change. I started seeing them falling like flies. I was like, oh, not you. Oh, Prime ain't no good no more? Oh, what's happening? You finna go crazy. Oh, man. That's why I said, like, yo, stay consistent. That's all you got to do. Just stay consistent. You know what I'm saying? Don't go too deep on the deep end where you start worshiping. You know what I'm saying? Just be a fan. It's okay for us to have heroes. There's people back in the day that was gladiators. You know what I'm saying? People had their favorite character and da-da-da-da-da. Just be like that. Don't go in the deep end. Don't be all the way out here. Just be like, yo, I like this, and I just support them. That's it. But man, when things start to go bad, that's why Deion was like, look, man, I don't give my remote to the fans because when you hot, they turn it up. They turn you up when you hot. The fan only blows when you hot, right? They'll turn you up, boy. But when you cold, sheesh. Ooh-wee. Oh, man. What y'all saying? Selma, what you see? Well, yeah, bro, you need to do a show on how all the QBs came out in the draft season, how they look. I might do that one in a video because usually, like, the live experience is different from like a video because people like, the videos are out there, people watch it, but most people don't rewatch live. So I'll probably do that one in a video where I can just kind of like, give out some information. But I definitely want to do that. But I want to cover the Louis boys. I want to cover them. I only got 4 minutes, so let me not bring nobody on. Who is this? I don't recognize this person. But yeah, man, things are changing. You know already. Like, where we at. You know who Shedeur is. We're not. When we say what we're saying, we're just giving you information, just letting you know, like, yo, you don't have to wait to see more. Because the Shedeur that you saw on Friday night, that Shedeur is only going to grow. So whatever you're waiting for is only going to get better. So you might as well just lock in now. That's it. Just lock in right now because it's only going to get better. And then keep in mind that he's human just like the other players that you like. The ones that you don't critique so much. He's only going to grow. The good thing about him is, and the reason why I keep advocating that Cleveland just stop playing these games, because Joe Flacco is way too old. Kenny Pickett has already been on the market. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's used goods or whatever. Too many teams have ran. Let me not use those analogies, right? So, and then Dylan Gabriel is, Shedeur is, let's just put it this way. Shedeur is better than Dylan Gabriel, like point blank period, okay? So stop playing these games. The reason why I keep doing that is because we already know what Shedeur is. He's so confident. Most analysts were saying Shedeur, he's so poised, he's so confident. He's in the pocket. He's like a veteran quarterback. And that's what you want. You don't want somebody that you're going to have to wait until they get their confidence up. He already has that. I'm advocating for that just because I think Shedeur is the guy that needs to start working on. He needs to work and he's not getting it. That's why I advocate so much. So that's why I keep telling a lot of y'all supporters, non-supporters, the disenfranchised supporters, your doubters, your skeptics and your butters, everyone that doesn't understand it, you don't have to wait for nothing. There's nothing to wait for. There's nothing behind the curtain. You know who this player is. You've seen him play, and what you saw is different from other quarterbacks. Young quarterbacks make a lot of mistakes, and they're going to do that. Shedeur was running backwards and doing all that crazy stuff that we was like so annoyed with at Colorado. He's starting to repeat some of that stuff, and I'm like, oh God, come on, bro. Like, you could have had. I needed you to have 300 yards, bro. I'm looking for you to have 300 yards, and here you go, repeating some of those same mistakes. Here you go. I need those yards, Shedeur. I want my channel to grow. Stop playing with me. We are doing this for clout chase. We're all clout chasing, and I need my numbers. You did good, but you could have done better. Stop playing with me. Okay? I'm in this for myself. Okay? Man, you messed up my numbers. You did good for all of us, but you messed up my personal numbers. Oh, man. I was hoping that he could have got like 5-10, bro, like TCU. Yo, I had my fingers crossed. I was like, Lord, let him have like 500 yards. You know what? I don't want to like rock the haters to sleep. Not one punch. I needed like a knockout. Mike Tyson in his prime knockout. God was like, nah, not yet. I got something else. I said, dang it. Oh, Lord. Salmo, what are you talking about? What in the world why are you having a good old time by yourself? Like, why would you be saying some of the things you're saying? What in the world? What kind of life are you living? So, yeah, man, if you're waiting for more, stop waiting. Shedeur can only get better. He's not going to get worse. You feel me? I know a lot of y'all are saying, oh, my gosh, it's only one preseason game. But the advocating for part is we're trying to let you know that, hey, you had a Cam Ward. It was Shedeur Cam Ward. It was Shedeur Cam. It was 1-2. That's why Shedeur decorated that room. Because everybody knew that. He was going to have a different kind of party. Go to a team and just get to work. That was it. That's all it's supposed to be. I know y'all don't understand that, but that is all it's supposed to be. Go to a team and then start working on you just like Cam. 1 and 2. That was it. And then we were going to have a different conversation. Who's going to come out this? We were going to have some sweet conversations. Not these little, they picked him for a reason. Behind the scene, he can't read a whiteboard. Like, we were not supposed to have this conversation. That's why I keep saying, like, yo, what he showed you on Friday is what's already been there, but you're saying it's only, I'm starting to get hype. Calm down, Harry. It's only one preseason game. Let's see more. No, the more that you're going to see is if they give him any playing time, he's just going to get more confident, and that's it. But you got that already. You got your quarterback already. Just start working on him. And then just have an entourage around him. It could be Dylan. There's nothing wrong with Dylan being Shedeur's backup. 2 young guns? Come on now. Dylan ain't that bad, is he? Maybe he is. I don't know. But I mean, like, look. I'll look at it this way. Shedeur, Dylan, Pickett. Let's go. The old guy, come on, man. Like, bruh. I mean, I know you still want to have fun, but you 40, bro. You 40. And this is football, bro. You're not going to last a whole season. So why are we playing with this? Okay, you know what? Fine. Since you're here, go ahead and get your 3 games out the way, and let's move on. Okay? But yeah, it's Shedeur. And if you feel some kind of way about me saying that, then you don't really play. You never play football, and you don't really understand how football works, because he's a good quarterback that you work on, and then eventually you look. You know what? Let me give you 3 things, and I'm out of here because it's 12 o'clock. This is what you want to see in a quarterback. If you are a football fan, let me make some of y'all angry real quick. Shedeur should be number 1. Why? Because of these 3 things. Number 1, poise. How poised he is in the pocket. He ain't up. He ain't down. He just poised. That's what you get in a veteran quarterback. That's number 1. Number 2 is accuracy. It's cute and it's cool to be poised, but when you say hike, where's the ball going? You want the ball to go to its destination, to its intended destination. Pick your favorite delivery method and say that's Shedeur. It's a consensus. Even the haters know that. That's what they're giving him credit for. His accuracy. After you say hike, where is the ball going? If you hand it off, does he know how to do that well? I'm saying he still need to learn a little bit with that. Because he's not my favorite person to hand the ball off. He's too, I don't know what you want to call it, static with it. Man, I've seen some quarterback, even when Mark Rippon, with my Washington Redskins, when those dudes said hike, you don't know where that ball is at, bro. You don't know where the ball is at. They keep defenders guessing where the ball is at. It's a pigskin. It's an oblong ball made of pigskin. Okay? You remember Coming to America? It's an oblong ball made of pigskin. And it's not but that big. If you hide it behind you, you wouldn't know who has it. And now the defender got to be like this. And time is ticking. The second, like if you don't know, if you're doing this, it's over. Touchdown. That's why I'm like, look, handing the ball off, fine. But number 2 was accuracy. Number 1, poise. Number 2, accuracy. And number 3, confidence. That's it. Those are the 3 things, the reason why they need Shedeur to be their quarterback. He has poise in the pocket. He has accuracy. He knows where the ball is going. And he's confident. You know what confidence does for you? That means you can extend plays. Because you're like, I ain't giving up this easily. This is the thing that annoys us. He don't want to throw the daggone ball away because he wants to extend the play. Shedeur is a competitor. He competes. The reason why you see him going do, and then running all around is because he's such a competitive spirit. It annoys the crap out of some of us. But that's only because he's a competitor. He wants to extend the play because he's confident enough that if he breaks away, he can make a play. That is Shedeur. If you are a fan of Shedeur, you know that, and that annoys you. It should annoy you. Throw it away, my guy. Throw it away. He's like, no, I'm confident enough, and I know if I can just beat one of these guys, they're NFL players. You can't beat them all, bro. They close quick. They close very quick. Okay, we're going to learn to do that. But those 3 things you want in your quarterback. You want them to be poised in the pocket, you want them to be accurate, and you want them to have confidence. You can reorder that how you want it to be. Maybe confidence goes to the top, poise comes next, and then accuracy. However you want to order them. Whatever order they have that in, you just want to make sure they have that in there. All right? If they have that, then because you know why? Because that's what a lot of quarterbacks lack when they're young. They are athletic. They can make decisions, but they lack all the things. They lack a combination of those 3 things. It doesn't come until later. That's why you like, okay, they got to grow. That's why you want to wait for more. That's why a lot of y'all are like, it's only one game. So be calm. But this is not one game. You know how many games this is? This is Jackson State. This is Colorado. And now in the NFL, that's a lot of games, my guy. A lot of games. It's not one game for us. Your mind is stuck on, let's see what he can do more. We're like, we already know what he can do. He left a lot of meat on that bone on Friday. I'm pissed off. I'm looking for no less than 300 yards, and he could have got that easy. Easy. I'll tell you how, and then I'm out. I'm like a Baptist preacher. I don't know how to end this show. The reason why Shedeur was scrambling is because there was miscommunication. At one point in the game, he got sacked. The reason why he was sacked is the receiver kept going. You're looking for short yardage. He kept going. Shedeur got pissed off and was like, bruh, I'm coming to you. Come meet me halfway. It was a dip. It was like a little toss, man. Where you going? Why are you running forward when you see me coming? And I mean, I'm hot. I'm in trouble. Come to me, all ye that labor and want to be on this team, and I will get you the team. The more passes you catch from me, you can make this team. Stop running. Get some football acumen. Come to me because you need to make this team. He would have just dipped it off. A couple of times the receivers didn't know where they were going. And that happened a lot at Colorado. But he's smart enough to know, hey, man, this I needed you to come do this. The quarterback has a couple of options. That's why that's what you hear these coaches say. Find your person that you're going to get it to, because if it's in a split second, you need to know who you're going to. If you make a mistake, I can eat the mistake, but I don't want you to hold on to the ball, get hurt, or get sacked. We're losing yards when you get hurt. It's a possible pick six, or it's a possible. Find your person quickly. Make a quick decision. Shedeur has those things. So he could have got a whole lot more yards. That's why he gave himself a C+ at the end. He was like, man, I missed a lot of opportunities. Coach Prime wanted him to light it up. And he was like, man, I really wanted to do it for my dad. I really wanted to go for like three, no less than 3. Because if he goes 300 yards. If Shedeur Sanders in his debut preseason game at that goes for 300 yards, 2 or more touchdowns, we're having a whole different kind of conversation today. I guarantee you. We are not talking maybe he could be the QB number 1. We're talking like people making phone calls to Jimmy Haslam like, yo, if you don't want him, I want him. Like teams that were like fooled into thinking this kid wasn't who he was. They would have people. I'm sure they're probably calling. I'm sure they're calling, but it would have been like, bro, if he don't practice today, I'm taking him off your hands. It would have been like that. 300 or more yards, multiple touchdowns. It was a wrap. We didn't get that, but at least we moved the conversation down the road where there's no more question in your head whether or not this dude can do the job. Now it's like, dang, what's going to happen now? I need to see more. You don't need to see Jack more. You don't need to see Jack more because it only gets better from here. And I'll tell you this, even if it doesn't go well, it doesn't mean that what you saw was a fluke because you saw it before. So yes, people are going to have bad days. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing. You don't have no grace because all you're expecting is for Travis Hunter to be a superstar no matter when. So he misses one tackle. You know what you're going to say? Oh my gosh, I think he needs to go ahead and stick on one position. That's what a lot of y'all are saying. So a lot of these prime extensions, including his son, they have no grace. They got to win now, or for you, it's bad. But that's not how we thinking. That ain't how we thinking. All right, guys. So I got to get up out of here. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you being a part of this chat. Thank you so much, guys. It is 12:10. I'm 10 minutes over. I got to go. If God's willing, I'll do a Tonight Show where we're coming. We'll break down some of the other players that Prime has, that Prime sent to the NFL, and we'll deepen the conversation. But today I wanted to talk to the haters. If you see the thumbnail, you know exactly what that meant. I wanted to talk to the haters, and I wanted to make sure that people understand there are haters, there are trolls, there are disenfranchised folks. There's different types and different shades of people who support Shedeur. But not everybody's a hater. I want you to understand that. Not all of them are haters, because some people are just projecting. They really want him to win, but they don't know how to communicate it. But I know how to communicate it because that's what I do here. I'm out. Peace.